Hello everyone and welcome back to Moonmothgoddess Tarot. Thank you guys all so much for being here. Your continued love and support here on the channel. For those of you that would like to book a private reading with me to go over your situation, your specific situation, my email is in the description box where you can send me an email and I will provide you with more information on booking readings as well as other services that I do provide. So today's pick a card reading, we are doing, do they want to reconcile with you? Okay, so this is for those of you that are in separation, have had a breakup with the person. So do they want to reconcile with you? We do have 3 crystals out here for you guys to choose from. For group number 1, you are going to be Amethyst. For group number 2, you are Lapis Lazuli. And then for group number 3, you are going to be this Fuschia crystal. It is actually a clear quartz that has been dyed to that fuchsia color. So fuchsia, I guess quartz, fuchsia, but it is dyed. So amethyst, lapis lazuli, and then the fuchsia quartz. So those are the choices for today. Do you want to, or do they want to reconcile with you? I am going to be adding in one of these cards to help you guys with choosing. This is the Southern Gothic Oracle. So let's see. If you already feel drawn to a crystal, you can certainly skip ahead to the timestamp that is located in the pinned comments and also in the description box. So do they want to reconcile? Let's pull something for group number 1 with the amethyst. Do they want to reconcile with you? Does your person want to reconcile with you? That is for group 1, group 2. And group 3. Okay, so let's see what we've got. Group 1, we have number 20, the crossroads. It says road opener and decisions, and that is with this amethyst. Noticing how shaky I am. I already had 2 cups of coffee. Sorry, guys. The crossroads. Maybe I should stop. 2 cups already. Let's see. Group number 2, we have the mockingbird with prophecies and communication with the lapis lazuli. And group 3, we have card number 38, the peach, and it says fertility and love, and that is with this little pink, or I'm sorry, fuchsia quartz. Okay, so those are the choices for today. Do they want to reconcile with you? Pause the video if you need a little bit more time to meditate on the artwork on the cards, the crystals, the numbers, whatever you resonate with the most. Timestamps are down below, and I will see you all at your reading. Hi, group 1. So those of you that resonate with the crossroads card number 20, which is, the number 20 is actually the judgment card in the tarot. And judgment is about making a big decision. And that big decision could be whether or not we want to bring renewal to something or to release and to let go. And we have the crossroads here. So let's pull the tarot. Do I want to use this one? I think I'm going to use something else. This is the Phantasma Tarot. Which was actually, I think this was donated. If I remember right. Maybe, maybe not. I don't have a little note in there. Okay. So does your person want to reconcile with you? Group 1. Does group number 1's person want to reconcile with group number 1? We do have Temperance. We have the 8 of Wands. We have the 4 of Wands. We have the 3 of Swords. The 5 of Swords. The 9 of Wands. We have Justice. So we do have Sagittarius and Libra energy. The 4 of Cups. Okay. So I can definitely see why we're at a crossroads, because I definitely feel like there's mixed energy here. I feel like this person, there's part of them that does want to, and then another part of them that is reflecting back on whatever has happened between the two of you. And I feel like there's kind of like a split energy here. We have the Jinn. This is the Devil card. And we have the Wheel of Life in reverse, which is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. I'm going to pull one more if I can fit it in here. Three of Wands. You know, I do feel like this person does miss you. They do miss you. They are thinking about you. There is a part of them that does want this to work out, that does want the two of you to be able to resolve your differences, to be able to move back into that space of a balanced relationship, connection with each other. But because I'm seeing the 5 of Pentacles at the bottom, this could also be that this person is really feeling your absence, that you not being there. Underneath the 5 of Pentacles, we have the King of Cups. So this person still loves you. This person still cares about you. We have the World card here and the 5 of Wands. So I feel like this person really feels conflicted about whether or not, because they still have feelings here, okay? They still have feelings. So it feels like this is a very difficult decision. The 5 of Wands is about conflict, and that could be conflict with you, but it may also be the inner conflict that they feel within themselves, because this feels like a split energy here. Part of them says, yes, I want to. Then the other part of them says, no, don't. And it kind of feels, for some of you that chose this group, with the 5 of Swords being here, this can be about betrayal. It can be about trust issues, being confrontational, having a fight or argument, saying some not so nice things to each other, like very heated arguments. The Three of Swords is also here, which is about heartbreak, pain, going through emotional turmoil. And then we have the Nine of Wands energy here. When we're in the Nine of Wands energy, we feel like we have gone through a lot energetically, and we might have that feeling of like, I'm done. Like, I can't do this anymore. We feel tired. We feel drained. So if the two of you were having issues where a lot of arguments were coming up, and it was like you guys were kind of getting stuck, it feels like in a cycle here, some kind of negative cycle, and feeling like, can we get out of this? So if there's been a lot of that going on, this person might feel, right, a little conflicted about going back into it, because we have the Four of Cups here. The Four of Cups is a feeling of discontent. It can also be when a person is, closing themselves off, shutting down, knowing that the opportunity is there to, in this case, reconcile, but kind of distracting themselves from it, ignoring it. That could look like pushing you away when you try to talk to them, or, so it feels like there is, like I said, it's kind of like this split energy here. So I can't give you, of course, a clear yes or no with this person because of the way that the energy looks. I can tell you that they still have feelings. They still care about you. They're definitely feeling your absence, your loss. They miss you. They still love you. They still care about you. There's a part of them that really wants to make it work. But then this other part of them that says, I feel tired of the way that we've been going, and we can't keep going like that, What's under this Five of Wands? The Moon. Yeah. So this is a lot of doubt this person could have on their mind. Insecurities, fears, maybe even a fear if things will change. If you do get back together, and is it going to be back to the same cycle again? Are you going to having the same arguments again? The same differences, the same issues, basically. So I feel like with the Knight of Cups here and the Five of Cups, like, yeah, I really feel like this person feels sad. The Five of Cups is about dealing with grief. They could even be someone who's mishandled the connection and has regrets, feels guilt, remorse, or even shame, depending on what has happened here, if they were the one who had some not so great behavior. Feels like they really want this to work with you. Like, they really do. It's just, I feel like it's more the concern of getting out of that cycle of toxicity for some of you. If this has more to do with them, and they're a person who kind of self-sabotages, and they're the one that has fears that are creating issues in your connection, then this could be them kind of like fighting with themselves, right? With their own shadow, their own inner demons that are causing the connection to kind of go south. There might be issues here surrounding vulnerability and putting their heart out there and telling you how they feel. And I feel like with the strength of this person's feelings, for some of you, this is a more mature emotional energy. There's a lot of depth to it. Where for others of you, it could be like the person falling for you, falling in love. So it kind of feels like things are kind of like on the fence here with this situation. it makes me wonder if the way that this person feels towards you is going to be enough, you know, to really kind of pull you both through this situation. So what I'd like to do, I think, let's see, what are we going to look at? Let's look at justice here. And we've also got Sagittarius energy here. Leo, Scorpio, and Aquarius. Okay, why is justice here? We've got the Queen of Wands, the Empress, the King of Wands in reverse, and the Death card. I just noticed they're both coming out together, but the King is in reverse, the Empress, and the Death card. Someone might have some anger issues, jealousy issues. It really does feel like this person wants things to work, but also acknowledges that things need to change. Maybe it's them who needs to change. I don't know. Or, you know, the situation needs to change here. It kind of feels like with this energy that maybe this person might feel like a lack of confidence, you know, and it may be them that needs to kind of step up and make some changes to themselves where they need to heal or, you know, take a look at certain shadow aspects of themselves that they need to change. You know, they could have a pattern here, a behavior that they keep repeating that is causing issues here. I want to see this Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Two of Swords in reverse. The Ace of Wands. And the King of Cups in reverse. Some of you could be dealing with a person who is, I want to say, like a little bit on the emotionally unstable side. Like they might go through these moods and emotions that are kind of all over the place. Being very moody. Or even very cold or detached at times. Not really expressing their feelings. And they may have even been in denial of that need to change. We've also got Cancer and Pisces energy here as well. So let's look at this Four of Wands, because this would be, well, Temperance could be too. Temperance is about balancing, healing, you know, potentially reconciling, but so can the Four of Wands. So let's look at that energy surrounding the Four of Wands, which is the reconciliation part of this. The Tower in reverse. And the Three of Pentacles. This would be like rebuilding here. Rebuilding. So yes, I certainly feel like this person feels very torn. There is the ending. So this is like the breakup here. And then that Three of Pentacles, Four of Wands would be the reconciling. So, I mean, it feels like we're kind of at a split here with this, okay? But do know, you know, where this person's at. There's still feelings here. They do think about you. They do miss you. They do really want this to work. But they also acknowledge here that things need to change between the two of you, that dynamic between the two of you. There could be a lot of triggering here too that you might do to each other, or this may be more so that's their behaviors that are causing the issues here, where this is more about acknowledging that they need to heal and they need to work on themselves in order for this to work. Something has to change, because you can't keep going on like this, because it's keeping either this person or, you know, and how they engage in relationships in this negative pattern, this negative cycle here. So I think I want to ask Spirit what your advice is with this person, or this situation. What is your advice? What is group one's advice about this connection? What is group one's advice about this connection? We have the Five of Pentacles. The Ace of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. The Star. The Ten of Wands. I do feel it is important for you to work on your own healing here. And then we have the Four of Swords. Okay, so the Four of Swords is about healing. It is about taking time to reflect. I do feel like you need to... I'm seeing the Knight of Pentacles is also at the bottom here. And the World is here. Which the World is the ending. It's a completion of a cycle. And the Knight of Pentacles is more about future thinking. Okay? So we started off with the Five of Pentacles. Which the Five of Pentacles is about lack. And so I feel like Spirit's really wanting you to reflect upon whether or not you genuinely feel that your needs are being met in this connection. And if not, when you think about your long-term future as it relates to your love life, the Queen of Pentacles is here, and the Queen of Pentacles loves stability and security. You know, and really about nurturing something. And I feel that if you really are someone who's really wanting to nurture a connection, and of course you want that energy reciprocated, you know, reconciliation may very well be possible for this connection. But there has to be more effort that is put in here to create an energy of reciprocity where both people are working to nurture the relationship and to let go and release of the energies that from the past. And so if this person is showing to you that they're not giving in a way that you need them to, then it may be best for you to bring this cycle to a close, this chapter to a close with this person, so that you are able to focus on a new beginning for yourself with something that you feel is more aligned with you, where you're thinking and considering your long-term future. Because you also have to say, okay, if I'm not receiving what I need here, and I think about my long-term future in love, can I see myself continuing to do this with this person? You know, And of course, people have the power to change. They have the power to grow and transform and become a better version of themselves. But it does require consistency and commitment and dedication to doing that, to being more self-aware of what kind of energy we're bringing into a situation, and be willing to change, right? Be willing to listen to what your partner's saying, in terms of making sure that needs are being met on both sides. So if you ask yourself honestly, do I see myself continuing to do this? Especially if this has been like an ongoing cycle that doesn't change, right? Even if, let's just say, the change is temporary and then it kind of goes right back to the same situation. Can you see yourself doing that? Continuing on like that? Or is it better for you to cut your losses and to continue on your path with moving towards another connection that is going to be far more aligned with you? So there's a need for you to not rush this decision, right, of just impulsively getting back together with someone, but to really take your time to, find peace and calm and clarity, and to think very purposefully and intentionally with the choices that you're making, because this is where you're choosing your future, right? You're choosing and creating your destiny here in love. So do you really feel that this is aligned for you? And if you do, right, and you want to try this again with this person and they're open to it, about the changes, this could even be taking a break, right? Take a break, both you and this other person, work on yourselves, work on healing, get some focus, get some clarity, and see if we can come together again, right? Bring this relationship back together. But I feel like Spirit's saying, don't rush. Take your time. Take your time, move slowly, and really, this could also be about baby steps, right? Where you kind of ease into the situation to work towards a new start, a new beginning with the person, and work towards slowly nurturing back into a space of stability with it, But of course, it takes two. And if you're noticing that it's just not working, is it better for you to kind of let go here? Okay. So I'm also seeing the Page of Swords here at the bottom. Page of Swords is a need for you to pay attention to the details, to observe. Okay. How is the person acting? What kind of energy are they bringing to the table? Look at your own energy. Okay. Is there changes that you need to make in terms of the way that you communicate? Especially with this Five of Swords being here. This could be a lot of fighting, arguing. So maybe not being so reactive, because this might be a reactive energy where this person does something wrong and they trigger you and you just kind of like, hey, hey, where it might come out the wrong way. And then we've got an issue here with repeating, and the relationship connection becomes very chaotic and unstable and rocky. And again, we want Queen of Pentacles energy, rock solid, stable, secure. So you also embody that energy. Okay. And if that person can't match that and is not willing to do that, to reciprocate the energy here, then this is where you make the decision to walk. All right, so I'm going to leave this here for you, Group 1. I do hope this reading was helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Hello, Group 2. So those of you that resonated with the Lapis Lazuli and the Mockingbird, it says prophecies and communication. So we are asking Spirit today, if your person, do they want to reconcile with you? Okay, so we're going to pull the tarot. I am using the Phantasma Tarot for our reading today. So group number 2, do they want to reconcile with you? And I will try to give you a yes or no answer, but just know that sometimes the energies come through where it might not be a very clear yes, no. It could be kind of like an in-between, which is kind of what happened with group number 1. So we'll see what comes through and how the energy, what the energy looks like. Group 2. Do they want to reconcile with you? Do they want to reconcile with you, group 2? We have the Emperor. The Eight of Swords. We've got the Lovers. So we have Aries and Gemini. Do they want to reconcile with you? That little bird has a little, looks like a little letter. Do they want to reconcile with you? We have the Death card, so Scorpio energy, the Magician, and the High Priestess. So we've got Virgo energy here as well, Pisces. The Nine of Pentacles, the Seven of Cups. Oh, I'm getting some of you that chose this group are very intuitive. You could be having psychic dreams about this person, wanting to talk to you, wanting to reach out, wanting to communicate with you about reconciling. So like you're feeling their energy. We have the Star. This person could also be someone who's having a lot of dreams about you. King of Cups. So we also have Aquarius energy here. Scorpio. Yeah, Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Let's pull one more. Page of Pentacles. Oh, and the page is writing a letter. I feel your answer is yes, group 2. Your person does want to reconcile with you. I am seeing this feels like they're fears that are kind of holding them back here, but I feel like they really do want to reconcile with you. And like I said, some of you are picking it up. You feel it energetically. You could be having a lot of dreams about this person, like talking to you, messaging you, reaching out to you. They could be having like some kind of change of heart. There's a lot of feelings here, very deep feelings, or caring about you very much. So your answer is yes. Okay, your answer is yes. I'm going to clarify a little bit, but I feel like yours is pretty straightforward, very direct. Not nearly as complicated as group 1. So your reading might be a little shorter, short and sweet, okay? But the answer is yes. I do want to look at that Eight of Swords. It feels like maybe in the time that this person has been away from you, that they're feeling a lot more secure within themselves, a lot more grounded, a lot more stable, wanting to build something with you solid, wanting a commitment here, wanting to start over. Ready to reveal to you their feelings. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Some of you, yeah, you feel it coming. We've got prophecies and communication. Like you're waiting for it to come. You feel it. Why is the Eight of Swords here? Okay, so we have strength here. So this person's just kind of like trying to overcome their fears here. Strength, we've got Leo energy. The Two of Wands, they're planning. They're planning to reach out. Here we've got the Chariot in reverse. So the Chariot in reverse, I feel like this is delays. Delays, setbacks. It's more so this person is trying to work up the confidence, the courage to be brave, to reach out to you, okay, to reconcile. So this is a block here, yes. But they're planning here. Look how the lion is just kind of like waiting. So we've got... I feel like I want to try to get timing for you all, but yeah, Page of Swords is at the bottom. So this person wants to talk to you. You could very well be receiving some kind of communication from this person, but there's a setback here, a delay, and I feel like it does have to do with their confidence. Strength is about overcoming our fears, being brave, being confident. So let's look at this Chariot in reverse. This could be like a lack. I mean, we've got willpower here with the Magician. The Chariot can also be about willpower, but it's in reverse. Okay, why is the Chariot in reverse? Six of Pentacles. We've got Judgment, which is awakening in this deck. Knight of Swords, Knight of Swords. Some of you could be dealing with an air sign. Libra, Aquarius energy, right? Yeah. And we've already have Gemini up there with the Lovers. So it makes me feel, because the Knight of Swords can be a very fast moving energy. It is also an energy of like being very brave to do something. The Judgment card is about making a big decision, you know, whether or not to renew a relationship. In this case, we're talking about the Six of Pentacles here, which is about reciprocity. It's about balance, equal give and take in a partnership. And so, you know, this could be them like being ready, like, okay, am I really ready to really reciprocate group two's energy, to go all in, to really commit myself to this connection. So perhaps not wanting to just kind of be impulsive, you know, and just kind of really kind of take the time to maybe even focus about what they want to say, how to say it to you, how to bring it up to you. What is this Knight of Swords energy here? The Moon. Two of Swords. And the Four of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is making me think like the person's getting in their head a little bit, thinking about what were the reasons the connection ended in the first place. And the Moon bringing in, both the Moon and the Two of Swords can be about confusion. The Moon is also about doubt, doubting something, the fear of the unknown. If they do reach out to you and, you know, reconcile with you, try to reconcile, what's going to happen? Is it, you know, are you going to be able to really make the relationship work? So I want to ask Spirit here. I think I'm going to ask When might this person come forward? But the answer is yes, they do want to reconcile here. I feel like they just need to, like, they're planning to reach out, to communicate, to talk to you about reconciling. It's just pushing past that fear here. So when is this person going to reach out to group 2? When are they going to reach out about reconciliation with group 2? When will they reach out to group 2 about reconciliation? When? We have the Page of Wands and also the Moon. Okay, well, the Page of Wands would be the communication part of it. But with the Moon being present, this is the things that are not clear yet. We have the Three of Pentacles. That would be the reconciliation. And we have the Magician. Okay, so I know all of you are going to be kind of tuning into this reading at different times, okay? Some of you could be watching it when I upload it, and some of you it might be later, and you might be at a very different part of the year. Some of you, I feel like this has been a while since you've been with this person, okay? It might be a few years or so. So some of you, I am getting a timeline of maybe from the time that you have broken up with this person, 3 years later, okay? For others of you, I see this as, let's see, what are we in right now? We are going to be moving into Leo season soon. Some of you, this could be during Gemini season, okay, which we've already passed that right now. We're already at July 16th, which is Cancer season. So some of you, this could be during Gemini season, which is in May and June, okay? And then for others of you, this could be Virgo season, which is in the end, like August, September, okay? I'm also seeing Pisces energy here, which Pisces season starts in February and part of March. And some of you, I feel like this could be happening very quickly during Leo season. So it might be a short period of time, especially if you're watching this when I'm uploading. It could be during Leo season. Okay? But again, this person, they want to reconcile with you. I feel like the block here is, and that might even be something that stays throughout Cancer season because of that Chariot. Chariot is Cancer energy. Yeah. But yes, this person does. We've got the King of Swords here at the bottom, the Two of Wands, and also the King of Pentacles. So again, we're in the planning stage right now. Planning, we saw that up here too. The King of Swords is speaking, communicating some type of truth, taking decisive action, having the clarity. This feels like this person does want long-term relationship with you. Okay? So I would say trust that it's coming. Trust that the communication is coming. Exact timing, of course, with the Moon. This is a lot of those things that are not quite clear because this person has to get themselves out of that, kind of build up the, what my husband says, the intestinal fortitude to come forward and say it and reach out to you. Okay. All right. So I'm going to leave this here for you, group 2. I hope that this was helpful for you, and I will see you in the next one. Hi, group 3. So those of you that resonated with the pink quartz and the peach card that says fertility and love, this is going to be a reading today. So we're finding out, do they want to reconcile with you? Let's pull the tarot. I am using the Phantasma Tarot today. So let's take a look. I'm going to try to give you yes or no answer, but just understand that sometimes the way that the energy comes through in readings, and also depending where your person's energy is at, it might come through kind of mixed, okay, which happened with one of the groups. Because I couldn't really give a yes or no. It was kind of like in between. Yes, maybe. Let's see. So group 3. Group 3, do they want to reconcile with you? Does your person want to reconcile with you? We have the 6 of Cups. Let's see. 9 of Cups. We've got the Hanged Man. We have the Judgment card, which is awakening in this deck. The World, the 7 of Pentacles. Do they want to reconcile with you? The Lovers, the 5 of Cups in reverse, some of you could be dealing with a Pisces. We've got Scorpio, Gemini, Sagittarius, Leo, Aquarius, Taurus, yeah, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, Taurus, Sagittarius, Pisces, and Gemini. Let's pull one more. And the King of Cups. Okay. I feel like this looks pretty good. I feel like the answer is yes. Yes. Group 3, the answer is yes. There's a couple things I want to look at here. But starting off with the 6 of Cups, that is a card of reconciliation. The Lovers is here, and the 2 of Cups is here. I'm kind of getting, some of you might be where this person or you are in other connections right now. Okay. And if that is the case, where they're involved with someone else, I feel like there is like almost like a choice that they're needing to make to, you know, if they are with someone else, they could be making a decision to leave the other connection in order to be with you, to reconcile with you. Or if you're with someone else already, then, you know, they could really wish wish that you would leave that other person so that you guys can get back together. Or if both of you, right, are in other relationships and this could be about both of you, leaving your respective connections and bringing your connection back together. So I feel like the answer is yes. Some of you've known this person for like a long time. This could be first love. This could be a person that you were with, years ago. There could also be distance, okay? Distance here. Some of you could have worked with this person or gone to school with them. Could be somebody that you've known since childhood, your first love, or romantically connecting with someone. I know sometimes, we go to school with people and we don't really, because that's what happened to my husband and I too. We went to school together when we were younger, 13, 14 years old, junior high, high school, and we were not romantically involved at all back then. We weren't even friends. We didn't talk to each other. And then not until my late 30s, I sent him a little happy birthday. You know how Facebook kind of gives you those like pop-ups, oh, it's so-and-so's birthday. And usually Facebook is like people that your friends too, but also people you went to school with, even though you didn't really talk to them. Everybody just adds everybody from high school. It was one of those situations where I had never ever talked to him, even during school. And I just messaged because I saw the pop-up, oh, it's this person's birthday. So I left the message and then it started from there. We got married very, very, like it happened all so fast. And now we've been married for just about 9 years. It'll be 9 years next month. So yeah, this kind of reminds me of that energy too. So maybe some of you could have gone to school, with someone and had a relationship back then, or know them from the past and had a little dating thing going on with them. But yeah, I feel like the answer is yes. I feel like this person wants to be with you. There's still a lot of feelings that are here. They feel a very strong connection with you. This person might feel like you guys are soulmates, that you're meant to be with each other. So the answer is yes. I do want to clarify the Hanged Man. I feel there might be a sacrifice, like I said, for some of you, where the sacrifice being, if they are in another relationship right now, it would be the needing to make the sacrifice of letting go of that relationship. Yeah. Okay. Why is the Hangman here? The High Priestess. The King of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this person is realizing some type of truth here. Let's just say, as an example here, you and this person were together in the past, and now they're in a connection with someone else, or even married to someone else. I feel like what this person is realizing is that the way in which they felt towards you is something that is sticking out to them in their mind as something very substantial in the type of love that you've had with this person, the connection that you've had. And so I feel like this is about them facing that truth. The reality of it is that they still have feelings for you and they want that back. They might be like, have moved on to another connection and feeling like, no, this is not the same as what I've had with group 3. I want that, where the connection that you have with them is very different than something that they could be experiencing right now. Not to say we don't know what's going on, and that if they are involved with someone else that they don't love or care about that person, but it feels like more so that they're being faced with the truth and the reality of a deep inner knowing and feeling is that you are the person that they are meant to be with, want to be with, still love very deeply or care very much about you. We've got, what else do we have? Libra energy here as well. Pisces. Seven of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this person acknowledges that they do want you. They do want you. And there may be some challenges that they need to overcome. Like I said, maybe some of you, it's that they're already in another relationship and they have to take some time, you know, to understand, okay, this is what needs to happen and what needs to get done in order for me to reconcile with group 3. If there is distance here and you guys live in 2 different countries, 2 different states, I feel like this person is realizing what they need to do, you know? And the 7 of Wands is about standing your ground. It's about not backing down. Not backing down from what you feel and what you're thinking, and okay, this is what I want to do. Making the decision and not going back on it. Pushing through it, even though making that change in your life could seem a little scary. You know, it could be like a drastic change. But this is us having the strength to face it, face what needs to be done in order to have, and it feels like with the 9 of Cups being here that you are their wish fulfillment. They want to be with you. Okay? They want to be with you. At the bottom of the deck, I'm also seeing the 4 of Pentacles here, the 3 of Cups, and the Wheel of Fortune. So the Wheel of Fortune can talk about major life changes, life change. I feel like this person still has an attachment to you. They don't want to let go of you. They don't want to lose you. They want to reconnect with you here. If by chance you are dealing with a situation where this person is in another relationship right now and having this feeling, yes, there is a choice to make here. You know, and they might be afraid of that. They might be afraid of what needs to happen in order to make this reconciliation possible. And I feel like in their heart, they want to be with you. They know it's going to be hard. They know it's going to be challenging. So I want to ask Spirit here, I feel like... because, of course, if they're in another connection, that could take some time, you know, to kind of work out the details and get that done. So I feel like I want to ask Spirit here, what is your advice? What is your advice? Group 3. We have the Death card. What is your advice? The 9 of Swords. The Star. Okay. So I feel like Spirit is wanting you. If you're in your head a lot, worrying about it, Spirit is like, stop. Stop. Because the 9 of Swords is a lot of being in your head, overthinking, overanalyzing, worrying, stressing. The Death card is an end, like an end. I feel like a need for you to change the mindset. Okay, the worrying, the stressing, stop. The Star is here. The Star is about renewal. You know, could be a card of reconciliation as well. The Star is a need for us to be optimistic. It's a need for us to have trust, to have faith, to believe, to have hope. And the King of Pentacles is a very grounded, very secure energy. And I feel like that's the energy that Spirit is wanting you to embody. Okay? Stability, staying strong, staying solid, and trusting, because it kind of feels like this connection is meant to be. So there's a need for you to have faith that this is going to work out in your favor, okay? That reconciliation is going to happen. There's a need for you to trust the process. Okay? Trust the process, have faith, let go right now in terms of like, I would feel more of a state of surrender as to how it's going to show up, when it's going to happen, and continue to hold the faith and trust in knowing that the two of you are going to align again. Okay? Now, I want to ask Spirit timing here, just, you know, just because I know some of you might be like, well, when? Because of course you don't want to wait forever. You know, you don't want to put your life on hold. So keep doing you, you know, especially if this person is not contacting you right now. There's not that active communication. You haven't heard from them in a while. Keep on keeping on. Focus on yourself. And let's see. When might this person come forward here to reconcile with group 3? When might this person come forward to reconcile with group 3? We have the 4 of Wands. The Page of Swords. For some of you, this might be around a time in your life. The 4 of Wands can be about like a party, a celebration, some kind of important event, like a birthday, okay? A birthday, a wedding, a family reunion, when you buy a home, when you move into a new house, when you reconnect with old friends, when you go home. You know, some of you, I know you might live away from home, and maybe this person lives where you used to live before, or something like that. This could be around some kind of event like that takes place, some kind of party, celebration, event. It's a celebration here. Page of Swords can definitely be about some kind of communication. So it could be that you get invited, right? You receive an invitation to travel to an event or to a party, or you're invited to someone's wedding and this person's there, or something like that, okay? What else is here? When might this person come forward to reconcile with group number 3? We've got the 9 of Pentacles. For some of you, if this person is married to someone else, okay, or in a relationship with someone else right now, it could be that they're going to reach back out to you once they're single, meaning once they've divorced, once they've separated, once they've broken up, okay? And then we have, yeah, this looks like an ending here. So some of you could be with a person who has, that needs to end something over here. We've got the Ace of Pentacles. Some of you, I feel like this is happening very quickly. Very quickly. Some of you, this is within the next year, okay? Within the next year. Some of you, it might even be quicker than that. It could be 4 days, 4 weeks. I want to say 4 to 10 days to weeks. Okay, and some of you, it's a year. A year's time. Okay, all right. So I'm going to leave this here for you, group number 3. I do hope this reading was helpful for you guys, and I will see you in the next reading.